Well, hello. Here we are, as you can tell by the title of this video. This is my 1 week update on being in the hospital. My previous video, I did kind of explain to you guys why I was admitted to the hospital, what my conditions were, and how long I'm planning on staying. But just to give you a quick synopsis, so I was diagnosed with preeclampsia last Thursday, August 26th, which happens to be my birthday. I went in for my regular appointment. My blood pressure was super high. It got into the danger zone, and I was admitted to stay at the hospital. The original plan was to just be there for the weekend so they can control my blood pressure, but it still was just really high. And so at that point, it transitioned to me being here until I was 34 weeks, which is when they plan on delivering my baby girl. So it's been a week since all of that has happened. And since the last time I recorded, and a lot has happened in a week. I would say, first thing I want to say is I don't honestly think that I fully processed everything that has happened until Monday. So I was admitted on a Thursday, and it wasn't even until Monday that I was able to really wrap my head around all that had happened, because everything happened so fast. Like it was like boom, 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 boom. And I kind of talked a little bit about that in my original, like, I'm being admitted to the hospital video. But it was just a lot happening, and Monday was probably the first time I was able to really understand, like, okay, have this condition, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm going to be for the next 5 weeks of my life, and I'm not going to be able to leave, and I'm going to have to be induced at 34 weeks. So it's been a very, very long week. It's been filled with lots of ups and downs, a lot of roller coaster rides. Just from like a medical standpoint of where I'm at physically. So my blood pressure has been semi-regulated. And what I mean by that is I still have been having some kind of spikes here and there. And what I mean by spikes, like anything that's over 160 over 110 is a spike. And that means I need to get medication through my IV. And so when that happens, that's when I kind of get into the danger zone. And if I don't respond to that medication right away, then they give me more and more and more until it gets to the point where it's like, okay, do we need to deliver? And so I've had 3 of those spikes that have happened. My last one was Thursday night. Yes, Thursday night was my last one. And that one took me over the edge. That one made me feel so defeated, and so like for the first time I felt like I can't do this. I can't do this. Like, I don't have the strength to do this. I don't have the strength to go through this mentally. I want to go home. And I don't think I've really felt that way since being here. Not that intensely, but that was like really, really hard. And that because my blood pressure was the highest it's ever been. It was like 180 something over 110. It was really scary. And the reason why I get so scared when my blood pressure does spike is because, again, if it can't get regulated, it can mean delivery. And I'm trying so hard to get to 34 weeks because I want my baby to have minimal complications when she's born. So the longer she stays in here, the healthier she is, as long as I can maintain my blood pressure and stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at medically. And like I said, I've been put on, well, I haven't said this, but I've been put on 2 different blood pressure medications. I'm not going to try to pronounce them, but I've been put on 2. So since that has happened, I haven't had any spikes. So my last spike was Thursday night. It is now Saturday, and I haven't had any spikes since then. So I am happy about that. Hopefully with those 2 medications in my system now, hopefully that can help alleviate any additional spikes, and we can stabilize, and we can make it to the 34 weeks. So that's how I am doing physically with my blood pressure. But the reason why I say it's been a roller coaster ride is because there's been other things that's been thrown at me that I was not aware of that have become concerning to the doctor. So the other thing is my baby's heart rate is on the higher end. So she's beeping, not beeping, her heart rate is at like 160, 170 ish, which is a little bit higher than normal. And so they were trying to do lots of tests and trying to figure out why is her heartbeat so high. They were making sure that there wasn't anything structurally wrong with her heart. She didn't have any conditions with her heart. And so far that's been clear. But that was very taxing on me mentally because I'm like, I didn't know anything was wrong with my baby. And now all of a sudden we're running these tests to figure out what's wrong with my baby. So again, there's another roller coaster death. Then they're like, well, your heart rate's kind of high too. So maybe we should dig into that and figure out what's going on there. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're just going to do that too. So I had to get several tests done on me to make sure that my heart rate was fine and make sure I didn't have any conditions. Again, everything was fine. So they concluded that baby's heart rate just kind of a little higher, but there isn't anything that is concerning that's making it high. My heart rate was just kind of higher during pregnancy, but there isn't anything that is making it concerning for me. Concerning to the point where I needed to deliver. So those are two other things that have made this week a bit of a roller coaster, on top of trying to stabilize my blood pressure, on top of being monitored. I have to be monitored 3 times a day. Monitor means baby's heart rate's being monitored, contractions are being monitored for me for an hour. So that means I'm hooked to that bed for an hour 3 times a day. And sometimes it's a little bit longer. Like this morning, I was on it for 3 hours because baby wasn't moving as much as they wanted to see. They wanted to make sure everything was good to go. Everything's fine. But that's been annoying, I must say. My blood pressure has to be checked every 4 hours. So that's not bad, but when I do spike, then I have to be on it for like 3 hours. Like my blood pressure is being checked for 3 hours straight, and it's like in increments, and it's like that's annoying because I'm stuck to the bed. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster is the best way that I can describe it. I feel like yesterday was probably my best semi-normal day, quiet day. So far today has been very quiet for me, which I'm hoping maintains and we can remain that way. Okay, so let's see, that's how things have been kind of going as far as what's been going on in here. In my other video, I did talk about how I wasn't able to see my kids at that time. Since then, I have been cleared to go outside to see my kids. And on Friday, yesterday, I was able to see my kiddos. And it was a bittersweet moment, honestly. Like, I was so excited to see them. Of course, as soon as I saw them, I was bawling my eyes out. Like, it was just a very emotional moment. But it made me realize that the things that I miss the most about my kids and my family isn't like anything spectacular. I miss the tiny moments. I miss being a mom. I know I'm being a mom by being here with my unborn child. I'm doing what's best for me and her, but I do miss the feeling of being needed, instead of the opposite of being taken care of. And so just having to fix my daughter's mask, walking her to the restroom, helping her tie her shoes, like just doing those little tiny like normal mom things I would have been doing that probably would have been annoying me if I wasn't in a situation, has it really made me just feel like, God, those are the things that I miss the most. I just miss my kids needing me and me being there for them. So they visit. We were there for a couple hours, and it was really nice just to kind of be around them and love up on them and get their energy and all that kind of stuff. So I am excited that I am able to see my kids outside. So I think we have Brandon's, my husband's going to come tomorrow to bring the kids for a little bit too. I'm thinking we're probably only gonna be able to do the weekends just because they're in school and it's just gonna be really hard to kind of come in the evenings and stuff. So I think we'll do the weekends for now and kind of see how that goes. So visitors can do that. I had another visitor, my friend came to visit me. That was nice. My parents are coming to visit me today. So it is nice that I'm actually able to have people here. COVID restrictions are still in effect, but they're not as tightly wound as they were during quarantine times. I would say probably last year was probably dreadful to not have any visitors at all. So I am very grateful that I actually am able to have visitors. I'm able to go outside, able to see people, able to eat some real food. Anybody that comes visit me has to bring food because I'm eating hospital food, so it's not the best. Some regular food would be really lovely. So that's been really nice too. And yeah, I think that's kind of how things have been going. I've been really trying to do a lot of things to kind of help boost my mental health. So I was able to have a virtual appointment with my therapist, which was really good. There was a social worker that came just to kind of talk to me a little bit. So that was really nice. And then just staying connected with friends and family that have been supporting me through this have been like a godsend. It's just been so amazing to feel so loved and so supported from multiple different angles. And so that has been just really, really helpful to know that like I'm not going through this journey alone. I have a ton of support and a ton of love that is there with me, my family. So that feels really good. So I am also going to walk you guys through. Oh, before I do that, one of the things that I am going to be doing that I think is incredibly important, I got a doula, which I'm really excited about. And I didn't really know exactly how a doula was going to be effective in this kind of environment, but I had a conversation with her last night and it made me realize the importance of having a doula. And so we kind of walked through just some of the things that I probably need to just get some clarification on and be aware of while I'm here. So one of the things that I'm gonna do now that I'm out of that fog, now that I feel like I fully process everything, it's me doubling back on some of the things that were said to me prior to or when I was first admitted. So one thing is getting a clear structured care plan. So what does my care plan look like for the next 4 weeks? Because I'm not 100% clear on exactly what that looks like. Second one is, if things start to stabilize, my blood pressure starts to stabilize, being on the medication, do I have to deliver at 34 weeks or could I go a little bit longer for baby's sake, right? The other piece of it is getting a clear idea of what scenarios could lead me to an emergency C-section. My birth plan is not to have a C-section. My birth plan is to have a medicated vaginal birth. And so I just want to be very, very clear on, okay, if these things happen, emergency C-section can happen so that if they do happen, I already know and I'm very aware. But if something funky happens, it's not like a C-section is just sprung upon me. So those 3 things. And then also for me, understanding what the induction process is going to look like. What steps are they going to take to induce me? Because there's multiple different ways that you can be induced, which I kind of talked about that in my induction video. So just really getting some clear communication on what is this going to look like now that we're kind of out of we got to figure out what stabilize her blood pressure, figure out these different things. Okay, now that we've got that, what does the next 4 weeks look like for me? So she was very, very helpful to kind of help me understand the importance of knowing that information. So I feel really confident about being here so that I'm able to advocate for myself. I feel like I have been advocating for myself in some instances, but it's also very overwhelming and taxing to just deal with all the different things that I've been dealing with, and it can be overwhelming. And so to kind of have somebody else on the outside thinking for me to give me the information I need has been a game changer for me. So I'm very excited to get some of that information down, so I feel really confident about what the next 4 weeks and beyond is going to look like. Also, what does my NICU look like? NICU plan look like for baby? I know she's most likely going to have to go there. Well, what does that look like, depending on when she's born? So lots of questions that still need to be asked, and that is why a doula is so important, to just be an outside person thinking about your well-being and thinking about your needs and thinking about the way that you want things, that you just may not necessarily be thinking of or may not be top of mind. So that is that. So I'm also going to show you guys some things that I have been doing that I've brought to the hospital to help me not be so bored, to bring some comfort to this space, and to make it just a little less dreadful, so to speak. So let me show you around. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a couple things that I have brought with me to kind of help me be a little bit more comfortable here and entertain me as well. So we'll start with, let's see, my bed situation. Okay, so I did bring my own blanket from home, which I probably would have brought anyways, for my hospital bag. So I brought my own blanket. I also brought my own pillow and pillowcase. This is one of my favorite pillows, and so bringing this has helped me sleep tremendously. So that's one thing. Over here is kind of like my station of stuff. So I have all of my skincare, perfume, some cotton pads for my skincare stuff, makeup wipes. These are just my papaya enzymes for heartburn, which I haven't really been taking those as much. My heartburn has kind of disappeared. Deodorant, Q-tips, some more skincare back there. Oops. And then in this drawer, I have like all my hair products. So shampoo, conditioner, hair scarf, bobby pins, dry shampoo, what do you call this, heat protectant, hair ties, and all that stuff. And here I have a little bit of makeup, and then I did bring my own washcloths too, because the washcloths here are not that great. So that's in there. This is some extra bedding. I asked the kids to make me a picture, so Audrey did that one. Zanilla did this one. I just need to get some tape so I can actually like tape it up here. This is just my purse. I did bring the Nintendo Switch so I can play Animal Crossing. I also brought some color pencils in a coloring book, which I haven't really dug into that quite yet, but that's what I brought. Down here is my bag. This is just clothes. There's just clothes in there. So I brought lots of clothes, and my husband, Brandon, has been so we kind of have like a system of like rotating like once a week. They'll bring me a week's worth of clothes. I'll take them, wash them, I get another set of clothes. So I have clothes in there. I also have pajamas in this other little drawer down here as well. Okay, a couple other things I brought from home was this fan. I cannot sleep without a fan, so I had to bring my own. And then my diffuser with essential oils, which I need to get this going here soon. Sweet orange for the daytime, and lavender for night. And all the nurses and doctors come in here like, oh my God, it smells so good in here. Face mask. I don't have to wear this inside the room, but I do have to wear it when I go out. And then of course my glasses. And let's see. In this drawer, I do have my sleep mask because that's a curtain, but if I move that curtain, there is a door that has a window and that light's on, and it's so bright in here, even at nighttime. So this sleep mask has come in handy a lot. These are just some heating pads that I've been using for my back. Oh, Snickers wrapper. I should probably get that out of here. My journal, again, to help me with my thoughts, anxiety, etc., and then another notebook just for funsies. This is the bathroom. Just washcloth, toothpaste, toothbrush. I brought my own soap because the soap in here is not ideal situation. And then this is kind of a funny one, but I did bring my own poopery. Even though it's just me, I'm not interested in smelling that. So yeah, that's kind of the setup. I do have to monitor my urine as well, so there's that. And then yeah, obviously got my laptop, AirPods, lip balm. Lips are super dry in here all the time. Let's see, what else? Oh, let's go over to the refrigerator. There's my bed. Over here is my food station. So I've got Pringles, Twizzlers. This is where I was eating my grapefruit, which apparently I probably can't eat that anymore because of the meds I'm on. I'm super sad about. Got some oatmeal, some kettle corn. And I got a fridge in here. I can't really see, but it's got a bunch of drinks and stuff in here. So basically anything that's gonna make me feel homey, that I like to eat, make me comfortable, snacks, all that kind of stuff. So that's stuff that I'll just kind of like replenish as I get low with them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll continue. Let's see, is it? I'll continue to update you guys, obviously, as things progress further along. But yeah, today feels like a good day. It's excuse me, it's 1:30. I just ordered lunch. I'm having a turkey burger with chips and a chocolate chip cookie. I've had 3 turkey burgers since I've been here. But it's probably one of the better things on the menu. But I'm gonna eat that pretty soon. I have my blood pressure, or sorry, I'm gonna get monitored, baby monitor, contractions monitored around 2, and then my parents are gonna come in this evening. So yeah, that's what my day looks like. Yeah, that's all I got. So thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, let me know if you've gone through an extended hospital stay. Let me know some of the things that you've done to kind of help you pass the time. I'm definitely looking for more entertainment things, and it's kind of some things that kind of helped you with your mental health as well, because I know that has really kind of affected me since I've been here. I've been crying so much. It's like waterworks. I'm already just pregnant anyway. It's in my hormones, but on top of that, being in this situation has not been great for my mental health. So if you guys have any tips or tricks for that, that'd be amazing, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.